So my name's Emily Langridge, and I love stooping and dumpster diving.
Stooping is a fairly common practice in North America. When people want to dispose of something, they will just leave it outside of their homes or on their stoops for garbage collection. But if you see something in good condition laying on the streets and it's free for the taking, you are stooping.
Stooping is when you find something on the side of the road that is either being given away or thrown out, and you take it and bring it home to use for yourself. I started stooping probably in my university years. My friend had a dumpster behind their workplace, and I remember the first time jumping into the dumpster was because I saw a bunch of power tools at the bottom. My grandfather would always walk around and find things off the side of the road, so I think it runs in the family. Honestly, it's a bit of a treasure hunt, which is a lot of fun. There's just something fun about finding something, and you don't have to pay for it, and it's often quite unique. There's potential in fixing it up, and the fact that you don't have to go buy a new thing is really nice.
Lately, stooping and dumpster diving have been getting popular in other countries. For example, China's youngest generation. However, many people still have a hard time not associating it with picking up trash.
I don't think I've had to deal with too much prejudice for dumpster diving. I think a couple of my friends laugh at me or just humor me, but in a loving way. I think a lot of it was my own at the beginning of am I really gonna jump into that dumpster or am I really gonna pick that thing up? And a lot of it is am I really gonna carry this massive thing home for however many blocks I'm walking? Recently in the condo I am in right now, they have a garbage room downstairs and people throw things in that garbage room a lot. So I'm often checking that room pretty regularly. And it's gotten to the point where I sort of know the garbage guy's schedule. Yeah, my husband Jesse jokes that I see things and he doesn't. We'll be walking down the street and I'll be like, whoa, look at that, or whoa, look at that. And he's like, I don't see it at all. I'm not looking for those things. And so I slowly started okay, I think I should post things just for the fun of it. And so I just started posting photos of things I'd found, and then I think my Instagram page is a nice way to show people that it's not always trash that I'm finding. That it's actually really good things. And I think the more people see that I find, they start to understand that, you can find good things. And the fact that our house is not overrun with bugs or gross stuff like that, that's a good sign that this is working.
Due to its popularity, many social media pages have been created to promote stooping around big urban centers. On Instagram, Stooping Toronto posts several things up for grabs on the Greater Toronto area. And when someone takes it, it's a stooping success.
So I found the Stooping Toronto page about a year ago, and I follow it. I usually check to see what's on it. Sometimes when I spot things on the side of the road that I don't have the capacity to take home, or for whatever reason don't need it, I will send Stooping Toronto a photo and they'll post that thing so someone else can find it. I think it was 7 a.m. in the morning, and I don't know where I was going. There was this lovely Italian leather white couch, and there was just some straps on the bottom that had come loose, so I think that's why they threw it out, but that's easily repairable. So at 7 a.m. I run up, grab a cart, I'm by myself, and I put the cart under the bottom of the couch. But it was quite the ordeal to get it up here, and I almost completely wiped out with the couch halfway up. I think in part stooping is a cultural thing. People like to put things out on the side of the road because they expect someone to pick it up. I think it's also because people don't want to take time out of the day to go drive something to a donation place because there's not one super close to them. And I also think in a world with a lot of wealth, it's easy to just throw it out, don't think about it, and then buy something new.
According to a recent study, Ontario residents alone produce about 12 million tons of waste annually. The landfill's capacity in the province could run out by the year 2028. Stooping could play a big part in changing those numbers for the better.
Stooping is a great way to reduce waste in the landfill. You're giving a piece of furniture or an article a second life, and sometimes we need to think about that impact on the world. And maybe you don't need to buy something new. Maybe we need to be reusing things, recycling things to keep the planet healthy and to stop things from going in the landfill. I think there's definitely a possibility it can become a lot more popular. I think people can find a lot of joy in stooping, and I think people people can find a lot of practicality in stooping.